The Clean Air Program aims to protect and enhance air quality for all Filipinos. It recognizes that the air we breathe directly affects not only our lungs, but also our overall well being. The Clean Air Program addresses pollution from industrial, vehicular, and household sources. These pollutants, whether coming from factories, cars, or even our own kitchens, can seriously harm health and contribute to long term diseases. This program is anchored on Republic Act 8749, the Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999, which serves as a national framework for maintaining air quality. It highlights prevention, control, and education as strategies for reducing pollution. Why is there emphasis on air quality? First, clean air is essential for good health and quality of life. Breathing clean air allows the body to function properly and protect us from illness. Second, air pollution contributes to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Exposure to pollutants such as smoke, carbon monoxide, and fine particulate matter increases the risk of asthma, bronchitis, heart diseases, and even stroke. Then maintaining good air quality doesn't just protect humans. It also protects the environment and the future generations. Cleaner air means fewer greenhouses or greenhouse gases, a more stable climate, and a healthier ecosystem. As community health nurses, we understand that health begins with prevention. When we advocate for clean air, we essentially are advocating for a foundation of life itself. The Clean Air Act has these major goals. First is to prevent, minimize, and control air pollution. This includes regulating emission levels and promoting alternatives to polluting activities. Then, it is to promote the use of environmentally friendly technologies. For instance, using renewable energy, electric vehicles, or fuel efficient systems. Then another goal is to encourage citizen participation in air quality protection. Ordinary citizens like us have a role in monitoring and reporting air pollution. The goal is not only cleaner air, it is to build a culture where every Filipino values environmental responsibility. What are the major sources of air pollution in our country? Industrial emissions from factories and power plants release harmful gases such as sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. Motor vehicle exhaust is a major contributor in cities, especially with traffic congestion. Open burning of garbage also releases toxic fumes. Indoor air pollutants such as cigarette smoke, kerosene stoves, and charcoal fumes affect families, especially in poorly ventilated homes. In our country, urban areas like Metro Manila face heavy outdoor pollution, while rural areas often deal with indoor pollution from cooking and smoking. Both are equally dangerous. These are the key components of RA 8749. We have the establishment of air quality management areas. These are zones that allow the government to monitor and control air pollution based on local conditions. There is the enforcement of emission standards for vehicles and industries. Regular emission testing ensures that exhaust gases stay within safe limits. The creation of a continuous air quality monitoring system, which is a system that provides real time data on air quality, guiding policy decisions and community alerts. So, how are these policies implemented locally? Government agencies and LGUs have introduced various initiatives to promote clean air. There is the anti smoke belching campaigns, which target public utility vehicles and ensure compliance with emission standards. Then there is a car free days and eco friendly transportation systems, which encourage walking, cycling, and the use of electric vehicles. Then there are greening projects and urban tree planting programs, which help absorb carbon dioxide and improve air quality in congested areas. These initiatives show that maintaining air quality requires both regulatory measures and community participation. So, what are the health effects of air pollution? Air pollution triggers asthma, bronchitis, and other respiratory illnesses. Children and older adults are especially vulnerable. It also aggravates heart disease and stroke by causing inflammation and reducing oxygen supply. Long term exposure leads to higher hospitalization rates and premature deaths, which is happening now in highly polluted areas. As public health nurses, we can help by identifying at risk population and teaching them how to reduce exposure. For example, by staying indoors during heavy smog days or planting vegetation around their homes. Air pollution doesn't just happen outdoors. This is also a household concern. Common indoor pollutants include tobacco smoke, molds, and cooking fumes. Many Filipino households still use charcoals or kerosene for cooking, which releases harmful particles into the air. Poor ventilation increases the risk of respiratory infections and eye irritation. That's why households should be encouraged to improve airflow and switch to cleaner fuel alternatives. Promoting clean cooking fuels like LPG or electric stoves and proper ventilation can dramatically improve family health. As community health nurses, it is our role to educate communities on the health effects of air pollution and provide them with simple ways to minimize exposure. We also promote smoke free and car free movements and environments, emphasizing behavior changes that reduce emissions. We participate in advocacy campaigns and community tree planting drives, which enhance local air quality and serve as learning opportunities for community members. Nurses also serve as advocates for policy and behavior change. We support enforcement of the Clean Air Act through information campaigns and awareness activities. We work with the LGUs to identify pollution hotspots. For example, these are areas near factories or busy roads and monitor their health impacts. We also encourage behavioral changes that reduce pollution, such as waste segregation, reduced burning, and sustainable transport choices. The Clean Air program faces several challenges. One is the rapid urbanization and increased vehicle use, which continue to worsen pollution levels in major cities. There is also weak enforcement for existing environmental policies, partly due to limited manpower and resources. And finally, limited public awareness about pollution control means many people still burn their trash or drive old smoke belching vehicles. To make the Clean Air program more effective, here are several strategies that we can do as community health nurses. One is multi sectoral partnerships and environmental monitoring that we can strengthen or expand, which means strengthen our connection with government, private sectors, and of course, the community. There is also the strategy to expand green transportation systems and renewable energy sources. These green transportation systems and renewable energy sources must be promoted to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. Then we can also integrate air quality education into community health programs. This could ensure that every barangay understands its role in protecting the air we breathe. To summarize, the Clean Air program protects Filipinos from the harmful effects of air pollution. It works through legislation, monitoring, and education, a combination that ensures both accountability and awareness. Being frontliners in community advocacy, education, and health promotion, CHN can work together with the community to achieve a cleaner air and, of course, a healthier environment. When we protect the air, we protect our life.